Here is a more detailed script about World War I. Hello and welcome to today's video. Let's get started. Here is a more detailed script about World War I. World War I was a global conflict that lasted from 1914 to 1918. It involved the majority of the world's nations, including all of the great powers. It is considered one of the deadliest conflicts in human history. In this video, we will explore the causes, key events, impact, and legacy of World War I. Causes of World War I. The causes of World War I are complex and multifaceted nationalism. The idea that each ethnic group should have its own nation-state was a driving force behind the war. This was particularly evident in the Balkans, where various ethnic groups were fighting for their independence from the Ottoman Empire. Imperialism, the practice of extending a country's power and influence through colonization. European powers had been competing for colonies and territories around the world, and tensions were high as a result. The complex system of alliances that had been established between European powers also played a role. These alliances were formed in an attempt to maintain a balance of power on the continent. But they ultimately made it easier for a conflict in one area to spread quickly throughout Europe. Key events of World War I. The war began on August 4, 1914, when Germany, Austria, Hungary, and the Ottoman Empire declared war on France, Russia, and the Allies. The first few months of the war was rapid German advances in Belgium and France, but the tide began to turn in 1916. The war was characterized by trench warfare, which involved soldiers digging elaborate networks of trenches to protect themselves from enemy fire. The Western Front, which ran from the English Channel to the Swiss border, was the site of some of the war's most brutal battles. In 1917, the United States entered the war on the side of the Allies. This helped to tip the balance in their favor, and by 1918, Germany was facing defeat. The war ended on November 11, 1918, when the Central Powers signed an armistice agreement with the Allies. Impact of World War I. World War I had a profound impact on the world. It led to the collapse of several empires, including the Austro-Hungarian Empire, the Ottoman Empire, and the Russian Empire. This created new nations and borders that are still in place today. The war also had a devastating impact on civilians, with millions of people losing their lives and many more being displaced or suffering from trauma. The use of new weapons such as poison gas and tanks caused immensely rapid destruction and suffering. Legacy of World War I. The legacy of World War I can still be felt today. The Treaty of Versailles, which was signed at the end of the war, imposed harsh penalties on Germany and helped to sow the seeds of World War II. The war also led to the creation of the League of Nations, which was the precursor to the United Nations. The League of Nations was created to promote international cooperation and prevent future conflict, but its effectiveness was limited. Overall, World War I was a turning point in the world's history. Its impact can still be felt today, and it served as a reminder of devastating consequences of war. Thank you for watching the video.